Hey everybody, Rockin Robbie Billups here for Pop Culture Philosophers, and it's time for a Robbie Rants. A Robbie Rants that's not a weekly comic book review. In fact, it's time to talk about that Power Rangers trailer. Alright, anybody that knows me, anybody that follows Pop Culture Philosophers, anybody with any kind of inkling of an idea about me or what we do here at all knows I'm a huge Power Rangers fan. Huge Power Rangers nuts. Have been since day one of Power Rangers in America. Love Super Sentai. Love that stuff. Love all of it, okay? Got tons of toys, whatever. All of that macho, credential stuff aside. I'm a huge Power Rangers nut. Am I excited for the Power Rangers movie? I was. That first trailer was awesome. Then the toys came out, started making me nervous. Now we got a brand new trailer. What did I think? What does Robbie Bills think of this Power Rangers trailer? I thought it was alright. I actually thought it was pretty decent. I liked the first trailer more. The first trailer really gets into, these are troubled teens. They don't know each other. They're coming together. That kind of stuff, right? You get a little bit more of Zach and Trini in this trailer. And if you add that into what we already know about Kimberly and Jason and Billy from the previous trailer, we got a good grasp on who these characters are. And I think this movie has a good grasp on who these characters are. I do not think that this movie will have a problem with who these characters are. I don't think they're going to have a problem with that at all. I was really worried about what will the suits and the Zords look like in person. First of all, guys, I did a video about the suits when they were unveiled. I said, let's wait, let's see them in action. Now that I've seen the suits in action, I'm cool with it. I think the suits look great. I think the little snippets we got of them fighting in the suits in this trailer, I'm cool with it. I'm absolutely cool. The way that the visors will morph away when they're in the Zords so you can see their face, that's cool. That's typical Hollywood. That's movie making. You're not going to pay these actors to just do voices, right? Bryan Cranston as Zordon. I love it. I think it's great. I like the way it looks. I like the screen. Okay, he's not a head in a tube. He doesn't quite have that booming Zordon voice, but it's cool and I like it. Rita looks scary. It looks like Rita and the whole plot of the villain might be one of the weakest parts of this movie. Okay? Like, let's not delude ourselves here. This trailer showed us the entire movie. Maybe it didn't show us Tommy Oliver being introduced, which I think might still happen in this movie. Rita's got Green Ranger powers. She looks scary, but I guarantee, I have a feeling, a gut feeling, that this Power Rangers movie is going to be really weak on the villain front. And that's going to be really something that people focus on. Like, first of all, they're going to focus on Rita's redesign. Rita's redesign? What are you talking about? What is Rita? Like look at her costume in the Power Rangers movie. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? The redesign is cool. I like how it ties in with the Green Ranger power. She looks scary in the movie. Goldar, we saw, okay, so the toy was not lying. That's what Goldar looks like in the trailer. And I don't mind it. I think it looks all right, but it does lead me to believe that Rita, her whole story is going to be very one-dimensional. It's going to be super weak. It's going to be the weakest part of this film. I think this film is really going to be dedicated to these characters, right? To Jason, to Kimberly, to Billy, to Zach, to Trini. I think this movie's going to be about the characters. And I think that's the important thing. Because when I was a kid, and not to give away too much of my age here, but when Power Rangers started, I was not Power Rangers age. I was a little bit older, but I loved the toys. I thought that the Zords and the action and it's lame. I get that Power Rangers is lame. But something speaks to me about it, and I love the uber cheesiness of its message, of its super positive, you've got the power, let's change the world together for the good. I love that cheesy stuff. I think it's great. I love Superman. So, of course, I love Power Rangers. So, I think as long as they hit those character beats and they get the characters right, okay? And yeah, they're making them a little bit more outsiders. And what's funny about the original show is the original Power Rangers show always painted these characters as being outsiders, but they were obviously, in real life, these people were not going to be outsiders. They were athletes. They were, incredibly smart people, good-looking people. Come on, right? Whatever. All that aside, so they're outcasts, but It's about the power within. I think the movie's going to hit the theme good. I really think the movie's going to really tackle the characters and the theme really, really well. The villain stuff will just be very one-dimensional, I think. Bill Hader, one line you see in the trailer is Alpha 5. I'm cool with it. Have no problem with the redesign. Alpha 5 was always the most annoying part of Power Rangers to me. So if he's annoying in the movie, it's not going to bother me. Zordon looks cool. Goldar, I can get over that because if I really ever fiend that much for the old school Goldar, you know, destroy the Power Rangers, like I can watch old school Power Rangers. It's on Netflix, plus I own the DVD set right over there. But it doesn't matter because this is something new, and let's get to what we really want to talk about is the Zords. I thought the Zords looked great in action. I know you don't see them a lot, but I really think that they looked good. The Megazord, you see it for like two brief little clips at the end, but I don't know, I kind of liked it. I thought it was cool. The Goldar is going to be the big monster. I'm going to miss the richness of the villains. I think that's going to be lost. I think it's, like I said, one-dimensional, very flat. Rita is evil. She's an old former Power Ranger. She's here collecting gold to make a monster, to destroy the world, to steal something. Who knows? That is all super, super simple. But I think the majority of this movie is going to tackle real world, real down-to-earth, grounded storytelling about characters, and those characters finding the power within to cause positive change in their world and outside of them. And I think that's what Power Rangers is about. I think that's what a lot of superhero fiction is about. So I'm cool with it. I'm prepared for Rita and the villains to be kind of weak. The suits look amazing. The Zords look, I'm fine with it, guys. I'm super fine with it. I have no problem with the Zords. They don't necessarily look like if you're looking at old Power Ranger Zords or say like Transformers or something, they don't look so, like this obviously changes into what it changes into, which happens to be a time machine, drill, spaceship, and a Tyrannosaurus Rex Zord. So that's pretty badass. This turns into a gun. It's Megatron. It's not a Power Ranger. I know that. But it's obvious that these morph or change or transform into those pieces. The movie doesn't really, and those really just happen to be laying there. The movie doesn't really make it feel like these Zords are straight up like, here is a Tyrannosaurus that becomes the leg of this thing, and it's obviously a Tyrannosaurus down there, or a Triceratops, whatever. The Tyrannosaurus is the main body. I know all that. Anyway, the point being, it looks more organic. It looks more biotechnological. It looks like how their suits are going to be like forming over them and a part of something else, alien-like. The Zords are going to do the same thing. They're going to come together, and there's going to be something that, just something more than just clicking parts together. I'm cool with that look, guys. I think it looks fine. The villains are going to be weak in this movie. If I really am prepared for that. Otherwise, I think the movie will be solid as long as it treats its characters with respect and the aspect of the story of finding that power within, even though you're an outcast of society, which a lot of people feel like, right? Honestly. But as long as they maintain their authenticity in that, I think the movie will be fine. But do be prepared for a weak villain kind of plot in this movie. And that's what all the haters are going to say is like, the Megazord didn't look like the Megazord. Who cares? Goldar didn't look like Goldar. Really? Who cares? Rita didn't look like Rita. Seriously, who cares? Look at Rita's costume. What? She's like a crazy, like, evil witch version of early 90s Madonna. Like, seriously, like, what is up with that? So I'm not holding too much on to the original because the original is just silly. It's a TV show for children, y'all. It's a TV show for children with some really, really cool toys. But anyway, thank you guys for watching the video. Let me know down below, what do you think of that brand new Power Rangers trailer? Do you think the Zords look cool? What do you think? Are you hype or are you not? I know we got 2 months. They're hiding the Zord stuff because they're not focusing on that in this movie, guys. I guarantee you, this movie is focused on the characters. And I'm cool with that. As long as it's handled well, we shall see. So ignore all the haters. Let me know what you think down below. Are you excited? Are you not? What you think about the trailer? Thank you guys for everything. Thumbs up the video. Share it with everybody. Subscribe. We do weekly comic book reviews, movie reviews, tons of commentary and pop culture and all these kind of Robbie Rants that we do. And a podcast. You can find it at www.popculturephilosophers.com. We appreciate everything. Thanks for rocking with us. Catch you next time.